Grimley school spanner would have been defeated, but things have changed. I have returned in a form more powerful than Digby could ever imagine, and I will vanquish him. I've won.
I've spent the last 2.5 years in a coma. From now on, every minute of every day, I'm going to live life to the full.
We greet Mr. Treblecock, our new woodwork master.
Treblecock, headmaster.
You will not believe who's just walked in here.
Dave Treblecock. I invited him to join us. He's new to the town, new to the school. I thought it would help him to feel one of us.
And I know which one of us it'll be.
Couldn't I just have a little peek?
No, it's a surprise. And keep still. I need to finish touching you up.
Oh, Dave.
We're out of school now. Call me Neville.
Oh. Janet.
I must go where eagles bear.
Dave. I'm afraid Gordon Grimleys are insisting on hanging that painting for me.
That looks fine to me.
Geraldine! I've just discovered something about your plumbing.
I'll get my coat. How dare you? I'm disgusting.
I'll show that dodgy Dave Treblecock up for the scheming fraud he really is. And then, Geraldine will be mine.
Ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with. Ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with. I fall in love with. Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with.
My brother Gordon, probationary English teacher and budding poet, never failed to find inspiration in the raw passion of nature.
Oh, pity, dear elephant, you knew well the dense and leafy jungle.
Now go on, close your eyes and open your mouth.
I've been caught like that before.
Oh, pity, mighty pachyderm, you knew.
Never mind. Till then, here's something to cheer you up.
Trumpet, elephant, trumpet for the jungle. No! Oh, what's the use, Darren? All I can think of is Geraldine. At it with Dave Treblecock. One minute he's teaching you how to bang nails, the next he's banging the one true love of my life. One minute he's stripping furniture, the next he's... One minute he's screwing planks, and the next he's...
99.
My appetite's deserted me.
Oh, look, I saw this in the Express and Star. Pam Ayres is doing this poetry competition in Wolverhampton. The winner gets to have his poem printed and goes to London to meet publishers.
Oh, well! But I've got writer's block. Normally the zoo's my muse. Who can forget my ode to the hippopotamus? Or sonnet for the squirrel?
It's because of Geraldine. She's why you can't write anything.
You're right. She and her ligneous lover have even trampled on my artistry.
So maybe it's time you stop being such a doormat then.
Excuse me, Gordon, that's my space.
Oh, I'm sorry, Geraldine. I'll just back out, shall I?
Thank you.
No, that isn't enough. How about I lie face down in a puddle of muddy rainwater for you to tramp across?
Are you all right, Gordon? Your shirt collar's not too tight again for you, is it?
Be Morticia to his tenon. Be the tongue in his groove. Be the blonde bit in his brace for all I care.
Gordon, everything all right, mate?
You keep out of it, right? It works. You hussy!
Careful, sir. Your nail varnish might come off.
Be quiet, Darren, or I'll tell the class about the time I caught you wearing your sister's bra.
I was practising, you know, for when you take one off a girl.
Homework. Where's your homework, Gromit?
I don't know, sir. Is it up your bum?
If I set you homework, you little twerp, you do it, right?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
On the floor, 20 press-ups. Go! Anyone else not done their homework?
Who let fire under him?
I am partial to a bit of Italian, aren't you, Mr. Trepplecombe? I went there in my student days. I must have had a salami sausage virtually every night.
I've been all over me. Rome, Naples, Florence, the lot.
Florence? The golden summer of 1970.
Never. Me too. 1970. The Uffizi Gallery. Miss Theme.
Botticelli. His Venus rising from the waves. Oh, what bliss to be immortalised as the paragon of womanly beauty.
Not a bad-looking bird, though.
And under David, we might have been only a breath away from each other's ecstasy.
I was getting a lot of ecstasy, I can tell you. Apart from the airy armpits, of course. Oh, Geraldine, Miss Thing and I were in Italy together. I was just saying about studying sculpture.
And having your way with local talent, weren't you, Dave? And flirting with our games mistress, weren't you, Dave? You being Woodwork's answer to Rod Stewart.
This ravioli's nice.
Not as nice as the Trattoria San Marco.
Oh, yes. That wonderful restaurant on the Ponte Vecchio.
No, Stourbridge.
Oh, you know, it's funny, isn't it, Geraldine? Always had this vision of you as being cultured and worldly wise. But now I see you for what you really are. The Dudley roll plug. You, my girl, weren't in a coma for 2.5 years. You've spent your whole life in one.
What is it you're on? Well, there's no need to be nasty. That's nice. You know, I told you everybody is doing this, and not just people. I mean, I was watching the
beat of a butterfly's wing. Evanescent as love's smile. Wondrous phrasing.
Shut your gob.
1,000 crocuses, crushed for saffron, crushed like love unrequited. Another perfect simile?
Shut up. I'm trying to watch telly.
No, you shut up, you idle slob of slurry. Oi, Johnny Rotten, what time do you call this?
Gordon.
Stand and face the wall.
We're not in school now, Gordon.
Stand and face the wall. Genius. Pure genius.
Is that your poem you're going on about there, Gordon?
You know, Darren, since I stopped being a doormat, my poetry has entered a more productive phase. Picasso had his blue period. Mine they'll call red hot.
Poetry. A few fairy rhymes about flowers and fluffy clouds. Piece of pig in pudding for them that's that way inclined.
I'll give you something to snigger at me, laddo. Your extra special punishment homework assignment is to compose a full-length poem. No haikus.
And she used to be a lecturer, but now she helps Stephen in the business.
Keep facing that wall!
Who says there's no money in teaching?
Gordon, no, wait.
Eyes on the game, Darren.
What's going on here, Mr. Trebblecombe?
Not actually any of your business, Mr. Grimley.
Of your business, Mr. Trebblecombe. I think I'll take a profit share. Unless you'd like me to show Mr. Holden your accounts.
Gordon might have gone out of his way to be spiteful, but it wouldn't have hurt so much if there hadn't been a ring of truth to it.
You're taking this all a bit to heart. You've been through a lot, Geraldine. The coma, the death of Douglas, the new flexi timetable.
Neville, do you ever wonder if maybe you've missed out on what's going on in the wider world?
I'll tell you what's going on in the wider world, Geraldine. Nothing bar folly and frippery. When I was your age, I'd got a band going, and we had an offer to go on tour supporting Freddie and the Dreamers.
Oh.
But I stayed at home and took up music teaching. The Black Country. Why'd anyone ever want to leave? Who needs the Grand Canyon when you've got the Iron Bridge Gorge? I hope this talk's helped.
Thanks, Neville.
You're welcome.
It has. Come on, you pair. Yours is on the table.
Actually, before the mediocre repast we're about to endure, I've an announcement to make.
I knew it. On all them poems and plays that end in an announcement. He's coming off.
Coming out. No. My poetry has soared to such new heights that I've decided to win this poetry competition and thus fulfil my literary destiny. The time has come for me to escape the suffocation of this black country, of my treacherous colleagues, and of my ignorant family.
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm pleased so many have answered the call. Now, each young poet recites from this stage, then the judges will the winner gauge. So, into competition, let's get stuck. Give of your best and lots of luck. Contestant number 1, cross that cordon. A lad called Grimley, first name Gordon.
Pig by Gordon Grimley. I've shown you my best. I've elevated you above the rest. I've given you all that was mine. But I see you're not worth it now. I hate you, you bloody cow. My love was casting pearls before swine. I've got this lot beaten. Wimps. They'll never match the visceral brutality of my work, I suppose.
Darren Grimley, where are you? Up you come, contestant number 2.
Darren?
You made me write a poem. I thought if there was a second place prize, I could come to London with you.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a half day off school. Urban Jungle Boy by Darren Grimley. The elephant, he prowls, not in the woods, not free. Concrete walls surround. People look, curious, they don't understand. A caged beast in the urban jungle. The punk, I prowl, not in the woods, not free. Concrete walls surround. People look, curious, but they don't understand. A caged beast in the urban jungle. Urban Jungle Boy, no one's pride and joy. Urban Jungle Boy, no one's pride and joy.
Today, Wolverhampton's on a poetry
Very,
spree.
very poor.
Up you come, contestant
What a sorry
number 3.
sack of slop that was.
We've heard all the poems and soon we'll serve dinner. But first, the judges must tell us the winner. Thank you very much. I'll give you the result purely and simply. The prize goes to the poet by the name of Grimley. An imagination that's far from barren. A round of applause for that boy, Darren. A poem of power, meaning and size. Congratulations on winning this prize.
I refuse to stand by like a doormat in the face of such a travesty of justice. His poem was nihilistic rubbish.
It's the one we liked the most. Fine judgment's the quality we boast.
But mine was the best. Mine. It had raw power. I'm the one with talent. Me. I'm the one who should be going to London to be feted as a new star in the poetic firmament. I demand a recount.
Our minds are made up, which may seem mean. Return to your seat and stop causing this scene.
But mine was the best, Pam!
No, it wasn't. You haven't a clue. It was rude and nasty and extremely spiteful too.
Then have it your own way, and piffle to you.
Never won't wear it. You can't just up and leave in mid-term.
I've already spoken to Neville. It's all arranged.
But you'll miss me. What if you need shelves putting up?
Dave, I'm off to see the world. I doubt when I'm gazing up at the Great Pyramids I'll be thinking about my interior storage space.
And I'm supposed to wait for you, am I?
I'm leaving for me. For my own personal growth. I know it's not fair to expect you to wait, but is it asking too much for you to wish me well? Or aren't you big enough for that?
If I don't, will it stop you going?
I don't know, it might.
Good. Then I don't wish you well. So let's hope that's an end to all this self-centred crap.
Brought you a nice cuppa. It's the one them chimps drink. I couldn't help overhearing, you know, in the canteen. I never knew you was in a pop group.
Oh, what? Time was I could belt out a number.
Oh, there's something dead romantic about being sung a song.
Janet, would you like to hear one of my old tunes?
Do you do requests?
Yeah.
I know what mine'd be.
Older. It's Gordon Grimley.
Come in, come in.
Mr. Older, about my leaving.
It's all arranged. You'll be released from teacher training, free to go to London and become a famous poet.
Well, I've been thinking. I just worry that my departure will leave such a void in the life of the school. A void that no one else could fill. I doubt if morale amongst staff and pupils would ever recover.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'm staying.
Oh, his little angel's staying after all.
Mum, what?
Thank you, Mrs. Grimley, that'll be all. To be honest, Gordon, I don't know if I want you back. Lately, you've got a lot of people's backs up.
They're just being oversensitive. They'll soon come round.
Well, Geraldine won't, for one. It's thanks to you she's given a notice.
What? She's leaving?
Off to London, to start with anyway. Then the world's her oyster. She thought you'd be glad to see the back of her.
So it's true. You're leaving.
I'd written you a letter.
Geraldine, when I said those horrible things to you, I never thought you'd end up leaving. There's no point me not being a doormat if it means losing the people I care about. The person I care about.
Gordon, you made me take a long, hard look at myself, and I didn't like what I saw. You've helped me. That's my cab. I'm getting the 3:10 from Samwell and Dudley. I hope we can part as friends.
Don't go. Please don't go.
I have to, Gordon. For me.
You'll miss your train. Oh, hello, Darren. Or should I say Judas?
Lay off. I'm not going to London to become a poet anymore. It's stupid.
What are you going to tell the organisers?
I've already told them. They said, even though they hate you, you did get the second highest number of votes, so they were going to ask you to go instead.
What? You mean I am going to London?
You don't have to go this minute.
Don't you see, Darren? It's a sign. I renounced my love for Geraldine, and she left, possibly never to return again. Now fate has intervened and ordained that I must follow her. This love was meant to be. And if I hurry, I can still catch the same train as her.
Hello, I wonder whether the doctor had received my test results yet. Thank you. Oh, hello, Doctor, it's Geraldine Titley here. So was it about a food poisoning after all? Yes, I'm still here. But I can't be. I'm on the pill. I can't be.
Every day when I'm away, I'm thinking of you. Everyone can carry on except for we two. And you know that I love, and you know that and you know that I love won't die. And it won't even show how far love can go.
Gordon was off to become a big fish in a big pond. We'd always said he looked like a beached whale. Meanwhile, Geraldine was set to drown in her own tears.
How far love can go.
And Mama ducked herself the catch of the day. Dudley, 1978. This was how we saw the future of mankind. No wonder people got it wrong, when each of us, even in our own little lives, never knows what fate's got in store.
Fairies.
What's your melody, Milado?
It's just not the same without our Gordon.
Tranquilise his full strength.
So our panel tonight, Norman Collier, Bernie Clifton and pop music Svengali, Frankie Fate. They thought the last act was rubbish. Let's see how the next one fares. He's a young lad from darkest Dudley. He's a poet, and tonight you're going to know it. Say hello to our next new star, rhyming Gordon Grimley.
Listen to the voices of pain. Taste the tears of woe. Huddle against the stinging rain. Consider happiness your foe. I have got a better one. An Ode to Solipsism by Gordon Grimley.
He'll come running back, tail between his legs, begging us to take him in. Begging us.
Oh, Dad, I was watching that.
The elephant, he prowls. Not in the woods, not free. A caged beast in the urban...
But that's my poem, that is.
The punk. I prowl. Not in the woods, not free. Concrete walls surround. People look curious.
Turn the telly on ITV. It's our Gordon.
In the urban jungle. Urban jungle boy. No one's pride and joy. Urban jungle boy. No one's pride and joy.
Well done, Gordon, after that shaky start. Sorry you couldn't win. But Eric and his performing chicken, they're a class act.
You?
cheeky chops have got talent, and I am going to make you the biggest bloody thing in the universe.
Oh, Dave. I had it all planned. I was going to see the world. I was going to enjoy my freedom.
But this is brilliant news. Now we're going to stay together and we're going to be a family.
But the timing's all wrong. We haven't even been together a couple of months.
It doesn't matter if it's 2 months or 2 days. You know when something feels right. It's fate. Fate stepped in, stopped you from leaving town and made me stop beating about the bush. Geraldine, I love you. Geraldine, will you marry me?
Bit of attitude, yeah? Everything's crap, remember? OK, let's do this. Ready with the fire? Near the flame. Here we go.
Winter of discontent, a nation's patience spent. Winter of discontent, no money to pay the rent. Urban jungle boy, no one's pride and joy. Urban jungle boy, no one's pride and joy. Everyone's talking, no one's speaking. Everything's rotting, everything's reeking. Urban jungle boy, no one's pride and joy. Urban jungle boy, no one's pride and joy.
How's it going, mate?
Oh, okay.
You're Urban Jungle Boy. You're a celebrity now. That means you're free to talk to other famous people. Oh, I'm John Concert.
Well,
do you have a girlfriend?
Well, there was someone, but she never really felt the same, and...
Girls, meet Urban Jungle Boy.
The press want to put you on a pedestal, but tomorrow they're going to want to knock you off by accusing you of selling out, losing touch with your roots.
There will be the inevitable delay whilst Jack Fox is in fact taken round behind the stores.
Oh, yeah. Mush, this is so dreadful. It's brilliant.
Oh! It is all right to call you Gordon, ain't it? Or do we have to call you Urban Junkie Boy?
Jungle, you dowsy mare.
Can I get your autograph to sell at school?
Am you staying for your teas? Only have to get up the shops.
Actually, Mum, I'm moving back in. I've got to keep it real.
I'm going to be staying with a pop star. Does that mean there's going to be loads of drugs and groupies?
Mummy's famous little angel's coming home. Oh, I'm filling up.
OK, her mum's all right, but we're going to ask her to tone it down a bit. Bit worried about her dad, might have to recast. I'm thinking Sid James.
Pigging bugger off out me house, you great steaming dandy.
How come nothing I do impresses you? Why can't I ever win? Why?
Then trying to get on terms. Wenby improving his new lane. They've got just over a furlong and a half to go.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
It's great you being back and everything, Gordon, but it was my poem.
How about you never tell anyone and give me any new punk poems you can think of, and in return, I'll let you hang out with me. Occasionally.
Wow, really, can I, Gordon?
You can come tonight if you fancy. There's a big bash on in Birmingham. They'll all be there. Chris Tarrant and Sally James, Black Sabbath, Lenny Henry, Benny from Crossroads, Robert Plant. Oh, that'll be my taxi now.
Wow, I've never been in a taxi before.
I'm in with the in crowd. I go where the in crowd go.
I got the first plane out. Darling, why haven't you called?
Listen, Agnetha, our schedules are too different. You're on the catwalk in Paris and Milan, and I'm at a comprehensive in the West Midlands. I think it's best if we call it a day. Chin up, Ped.
We breeze up and down the street.
Jungle Boy!
Sally James. Great to meet you at last.
Oh, big fan.
Big fan. Call me Jungle.
Surely, Dad, even you've got to be impressed with our Gordon now.
Beware. That's all I got to say. Just when things start looking up for this family, that's when it strikes.
When what strikes?
The Grimley curse.
Curse? What curse?
What's going on here? Get to your lessons, Olivia! Stop this silliness at once! Let me through! Gordon?
I'm sorry, Mr. Elder. I appear to have got the children overstimulated.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Where's your dignity? Get into school. Go on.
I didn't mean for this to happen, Mr. Elder. In fact, I was wondering if I could have my old job back. You see, creatively, I've got to keep it real. But I don't want any special treatment, Mr. Elder.
Please, Neville.
Neville? Oh, sorry. Silly me. To Neville. Keep the beat. On the street. Best wishes, Urban Jungle Boy. I'm sorry, girls. No kisses. I may be a pop star, but technically I'm still a member of staff.
Mr. Grimley, you've certainly risen in my estimation. In fact, I'd like to stick you to my bedroom wall in between Gareth Edwards and J.P.R. Williams.
There's a combination, Miss Thing.
An autograph is so commonplace these days, don't you agree, Mr. Grimley? I wonder if I might persuade you to furnish me with a more personal keepsake?
Geraldine! Sorry, excuse me for a moment, Miss Thing.
Gordon, I barely recognised you.
I've blossomed.
You've done ever so well. Your work's really clever and moving and significant.
Thanks, Geraldine. That's really flattering. So, you and Dave, how's it going?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Great. Happy for you. Both of you. I'd really like to give you this. It's my first volume of poetry. In fact, there's a launch party tonight. I'd love it if you could come.
Thank you, Gordon. I'd love to.
OK, we're ready for you now, Urban Jungle Boy.
Sorry, Geraldine, I'm doing a piece on TV.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right. And of course, you're best known for that very famous poem, The Elephant. Now, what was the inspiration behind that?
Oh, the elephant.
Geraldine, you can't keep me hanging on. You've got to decide not just what's best for us, but for the baby too. I'll come round tonight for your final answer.
Tonight? I'm out. Gordon's having a party for his new book.
You should be looking to the future now, shouldn't you, love? Maybe I'm being cruel to be kind, but Gordon is a big star now. He won't exactly fit in with his new crowd.
Dave, that is a really nasty remark.
And how are you handling fame? Has that changed you?
Geraldine!
Funny. Keep it ugly, yeah?
Good. I've been looking at these poems in your book. How come they're all about Geraldine? I mean, this one's about her, and this one, and this one.
Actually, who is she? I didn't think she'd stand me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of tonight's event,
Gordon Grimley, a.k.a. Urban Jungle Boy, will treat us all to a live reading.
My world is dark, but you are the light. My spirit is trapped, but you are my flight. In the immensity of time and the vastness of space, I'm blessed to share with you an age and a place.
Geraldine, I let myself in. Hope you don't mind.
No?
Right. So this is it, Geraldine. I've come for an answer.
Now to disciplinary matters. You all know about the disgraceful incident in the...
Why didn't you come last night?
And some of you know who's behind it. Until the culprit comes forward, the school hamster remains out of bounds. Finally, on a happier note, it gives me great pleasure to announce the forthcoming union of two of our most popular members of staff. I'm sure the school will join me in offering congratulations to Miss Titley and Mr. Trebleco, who are getting married!
Shut up your noise. Don't you ever knock?
Good news, Mush. I'm getting you out of this toilet.
Getting you out of this toilet?
You're quitting the school job and flying to New York to kick off your US tour. I've arranged for you to get busted at JFK for possession of cocaine. Make your household name stateside.
Household name stateside.
I don't know if I want to leave town right now. I've got some unfinished business.
Oi, Mush, I spent a lot of time and money on you. And the clock's ticking on your 15 minutes of fame, so if you're not up to it, I know a lot of people who are. All right?
Dad, what if you had the chance of fame and fortune, but it would mean you'd lose forever the chance of one true love?
I am trying to watch telly.
Oh, Neville. Oh, Janet.
Mum, can you do me a chip butty before my next lesson, Mum? Mum, Mr. Holden.
Thanks, Mrs. Grimley. That all appears to be in order.
Now, this ain't what it looks like.
I'm not stupid, you know.
You don't understand. It don't mean for nothing to happen.
I'm a punk. Don't you understand how bad this is for me image?
If our Darren ever said a word to anyone...
We can't just think of ourselves. There's your family to consider. And I'm an headmaster now. Pillar of the community.
I could never forgive myself if you got into trouble over me.
Let's just accept it. It's fate. Fate's been against us. We like Dirk Bogart and Ingrid Bergman and Casablanca.
We'll always have Dudley.
Come in.
Sorry. Do you have a minute, Mr. Alder?
For you, Gordon, any time. Brandy? Cigar?
No, thank you. Actually, it was some advice I was after. Suppose there was a woman, but she was with someone else.
Your brother's got the wrong end of the stick. It's a scurrilous rumour containing not one iota of truth.
This has nothing to do with Darren.
Oh, I see.
Should I just accept the hand fate deals me? Or should I rise up and lift the Grimley curse forever?
I might be the wrong person to ask.
But if I don't risk it, there'll be an emptiness in my heart that'll never be filled. Is it worth it, Mr. Holder? Damn the consequences, and to hell with fate. Isn't it worth it? For one brief, shining moment of joy.
To hell with the world! To hell with fate!
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the marriage of these two people.
New York's waiting, the world's waiting.
What does it profit a man to gain the world if he should lose his soul?
Hey, you going to be on that plane or not, Mud?
No. No, I'm not. This is my one real shot at happiness. And I'm going to take it.
Coming across the forest man is up, but the ball had gone.
You ain't off over your sisters, because you ain't made no dinner.
No, Baz, I off over my sisters. I'm leaving. I'm leaving you, Barry Grimley. Have you even got a word to say? I'm sick of you and your bone idleness and your spite. A decent man will treat me decent. He loves me, and I love him. I've spent half my life talking to the back of your head. Look at me. Don't you even want to know who it is? Don't you care how long it's been going on? How we met? Don't you care? Oh, have it your own way. I'm moving my stuff into his. And I'm coming back here to talk to the boys. Though a dad will want to stick here with you the way you treat him. Poor Gordon. He's a superstar now. You still won't give him the time of day.
'Cause he ain't mine, is he? He ain't mine.
That ain't true.
Course it is. He's a tickly, ain't he? Of all things a tickly. Good job he and Geraldine never got nothing going. 'Cause they ain't blood, ain't they? And every day he reminds me of it with his airs and graces. I've put up with it, and you, for long enough. Sling your hook. Go on, sling your hook. You slag.
Do you, David Cosmo, take Geraldine Ann to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold, as long as you both shall live, till death you do part?
I do.
And do you, Geraldine Ann, take David Cosmo to be your lawful wedded husband, to love, honour and obey, as long as you both shall live, till death you do part?
Geraldine? Geraldine, please don't do this to me. My mates are here.
I'm sorry.
and Geraldine together at last in one brief shining moment of joy. But already doom crept towards them, and that doom, ordained in fate, was the Grimley curse.
Stay with ITV3 for the first of a gripping 4-part thriller from award-winning writer Linda LaPlante. Timothy Dalton takes lead role in Framed in just a few moments, followed by Peak Practice.